Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to another episode of the Project Vega podcast, episode 20. Yeah, man, we made it. We made it to a whole new year. Episode 20, the first of the year, first podcast of the year. Expect a lot more podcasts coming the rest of this year. We ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. Just like I said before, we're gonna keep it rolling. Since the last time of the podcast, honestly, a lot of shit's happening. Of course, a new fucking year. No extremely bad things have happened, thankfully, like the past 2 fucking years. Today is January 18th, 2022. You can follow me at the Project Vega podcast on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest updates and memes on when I am going live with another podcast and when I decide to share shit. Yeah, a lot of shit has happened within just the 18 days, but nothing extremely detrimental to the entire world besides the fact that we're still in this panorama. Yeah, that shit's still alive. It's still ever increasing with this whole Omicron, this god particle effect virus that's going around that's super infectious and giving everybody a weird hemorrhoid or some shit like that. Oh my god, we gonna dive right into I'm already talking, but this is what we here for, man. We are fucking back. We got plenty of questions, a little bit of topics on a lot of other things, especially with the big ass news that dropped this morning. I was not expecting to see that shit, but we'll get to that later on. But first, hope everybody is having a great new year. Hope everybody's still following their New Year's resolutions 18 days in and have not already given up, you lazy fuck. With this new year, honestly, this new year has really showed what America is all about. Not following the rules, not giving a fuck. It showed that it just hasn't, America doesn't stop for anything. We're just gonna continue to move forward and through whatever bullshit, unless, somebody really puts a hammer down or, really points a gun to your head or some shit to really force some shit. But then that would just cause riots because, Americans just like to fight for no reason. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing whatever, as you see with the rise of these and just infection rates and shit like that. But yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. Oh my god, I cannot talk. Holy shit. It's a great mindset to have, but at the same time, when it comes to, it's horrible when it comes to something you cannot fucking see. And what I mean by that is, you can't see microorganisms. You can't see this fucking disease. You can't see that shit. So yeah, that's when it comes to goals or whatever it is, fine, that's great. You don't want something stopping you. You want to keep going. You're gonna find your path. That is perfect. Keep having that energy. Keep that shit going, no matter who you are or what you are. But yeah, with this shit, man, this new variant is incredible. This motherfucker said, "Hold my beer. I got you, niggas." I still have not been infected, luckily. I love that I have not been, infected yet. I'm just gonna say yet now, because, it's just a matter of time where I've just accidentally come across it or some shit like that. I'm gonna probably know where I got it from. I'm not gonna be like a lot of other people's I don't know where I got it from. I'm like, nigga, are you serious? You really can't recall what you did 5, 6, 7 days ago or even a week? I mean, sometimes I just don't on purpose, but I know how to recall from what I've been doing the past 3, 4, 5 months, even an entire year, damn near. It's pretty fucking easy, but there's the times where it's just bruh, I ain't fucking know. I don't know, but with this thing, yeah, I could easily detect on probably where I would get it, because I know where I go each and every single time. But yeah, 2021 left off with a bang, and of course it had to take one of the great actresses, Betty White, right before. Unfortunately, she did not make it to her 100th birthday, which was it today or yesterday? Was it today? It was one of the two. Unfortunately, she died at 99. Rest in peace, Betty White. Great actress, or actor, because that whole fight between actress and actor, it's just between guy and girl. It's just the same thing to me, in my perspective. Don't get your panties in a twist. As well as Joe from Impractical Jokers said that he is leaving the show. I was upset when I saw that news. If anybody watch Impractical Jokers, bro, you know how funny and great that show is. That is just a comical show. I love that show. And then seeing Joe saying that he was gonna leave the show, I was like, damn, man. All right. That's, it is what it is. But it's tough. But he's got a life to live. He's got, I think, a family and everything like that, kids. Excuse me. But yeah, it would suck. That's 2021. But we got the new year. Quick little thing I wanted to mention, just because it irritated me, because Netflix, y'all on the just cutting edge for me. I'm probably about to y'all getting a little bit too high for me at this point, even though it's still nothing. But it's just like y'all just raising your prices again. Netflix is raising its prices again for the, what was it, I have it written down. From the standard, it's going from $14 to $15.49. For the 4K, it's going from $18 to $20, and then without high definition, it's going from $9 to $10. I don't have 4K. I don't need 4K, even though I have a 4K TV, but I'm not gonna watch anything in fucking 4K. There's just really no reason for me to do that. If I'm playing a video game, of course I'm gonna play that shit in 4K. That's different, but not. I have some movies physically that I watch in 4K, but I'm not gonna stream anything in 4K. There's really no need to. But yeah, it's going from $14 to $15, and I was just like, y'all niggas. Some of y'all original shit really ain't even hitting like that. It's cool you guys are coming out with actually some good bangers, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, nah, man, you tripping. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick. And then the latest trailer of Marvel's Moon Knight, bro, that shit was fire. If you have not seen it, go watch it after this podcast. And then if you are gonna go watch it right now, make sure you leave a like, share, comment, rate this shit 5 stars. You know what to do. On Spotify, Apple, we are available on all platforms. Links will be in the description. I should have said that in the beginning of the show. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into the show. I know I've been talking for almost 8 minutes now, but yeah, we're gonna jump right into the show. We're gonna jump right into the questions. We got a few questions to answer. And before I start with these questions, I just want to say my word is not law. You can take this, what I say, as whatever. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it don't apply, let it fly. Everything is just my opinion and my opinion only. It's just what I think. So yeah, you just take it and run with it, or whatever it is, or you could clip it, because there's a question in here that I know probably somebody has clipped and then sent it and then pissed somebody off, which honestly is what I wanted. So you just gave me exactly what I wanted. But yeah, first question comes from Matt. Yeah, first question comes from user Matt, and the question is, would you rather go 5 years into the past or 5 years into the future? Reason why I put this one is because, a lot of people, you get asked this a lot. Would you rather go, or, where could you see yourself 5 years from now or 10 years from now or whatever it is? And it's just I don't fucking know. I mean, I could kind of vision where I would like to be, but there's no guarantee that's going to be there, especially if I'm not putting in the work beforehand to actually reach my goal entirely. So for me personally, I would go 5 years into the past. There's a reason why I'd go 5 years into the past, because I would know what cryptocurrencies to invest in. The best ones to make billions of dollars at the end of it. I would know exactly what to do. Fuck everything else. Well, not really fuck everything else, but in terms of money wise, yeah, I would know where that what that would do, which would take care of a lot of other shit. I would also be I'd be way more attentive to the situation that has passed in 2021. I would make sure everything was taken care of. I would make sure that he was taken care of and that it was caught way ahead of time. For the people who don't know, my father had passed back in 2021 due to cancer. That is what I'm talking about. That I would take care of. That's pretty much everything I would take care of. And with the whole cryptocurrency shit, the money would definitely be going into that towards him, not everything else. Making sure all that is taken care of and set up for when he's coming. He'd probably still be alive today. If it was a different case, it would prolong that issue as much as possible, or it would still continue to run its course, because, you know, I can't control fate. I don't control destiny or anything, but I can try to mitigate as much as I can. But yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't care for the future, honestly. 5 years from now, I don't fucking know. I mean, I could, like I said, I could see myself where I would like to be, but I don't know where. Anything could fucking happen. Within 3 years, a war could fucking happen and I could be drafted. Honestly, I probably won't fight in anybody else's war, bro. I just go to jail. Fuck all that nonsense. I ain't fighting nobody's war. Unless I really get pissed, then it's just like, yeah, I'll go to Marines. I mean, that's where I wanted to go before. I'd definitely go to the Marines. Motherfuckers are some robots, and that's what if I'm going in somewhere to the military, it's either gonna be Air Force so I can fly a fucking jet, because I fucking love jets and I would love to fly. Definitely one thing I would do, or it'd be a Marine and I'd go be that. I mean, a SEAL would be pretty good, one of them special forces. That'd be another one, but that's really about it. Everything else, nah, I'm good. Nah. But yeah, that's all I gotta really say about that. Yeah, just moving on to the next question. This question comes from TT_views. I guess weird, but all right. This one is, if the world was gonna end, how likely would it be if it's by a comet? What would you do in that situation if you were in it? Okay, so it's two questions. If the world was gonna end, how likely would it be if it's a comet? And then the second one is, what would I do in that situation if I were in it? So I'll just answer the second one first. If it's a comet, depending on how big the comet is, like if it's, well, it does say if the world was gonna end. So I'm pretty sure it's like moon-sized comet or something like that. Or fucking asteroid, like, because an asteroid could literally just burn up into the atmosphere. But if it was like the size of the fucking moon or some shit like that, about to hit the earth and destroy everything, all life as we know it, what would I do in that? The fuck you want me to, bro? I'm just gonna fucking sit there. Like, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. What, you want me to just say, get on Twitter and be like, yeah, I fucking told you, or some shit like that, and bam, I'm dead? Like, I'm just gonna literally enjoy whatever the fuck I'm possibly doing right now. Either continue watching whatever I'm watching, either I wouldn't, like, if I'm at work, I'm just gonna leave work. Like, just stop. Like, nobody's gonna stay at work. I don't fucking know. Yeah, but how likely would it be if it's a comet? I don't know. That percentage is literally in the trillions or billions. I don't fucking know. There's always a comet or an asteroid that's always gonna pass by the Earth by a couple thousand miles or some shit like that, just from that asteroid belt that's around the solar system that surrounds us. I don't know how big, I don't know what's the biggest asteroid that's in there that would somehow be knocked off course and have it send straight to the fucking Earth. Like, I have no fucking clue. How likely would it be? I don't know. Maybe 2%, 1%. I don't know. Some shit like that. We're more likely to get hit by a nuke than we are with a fucking comet. That's all I gotta say about that one. That is what it is for that one. We gonna move on to the next question. That was just quick and easy. This question comes from Lo-Fi Dragon Ball. That actually sounds kind of lit. Lo-Fi Dragon Ball. I would definitely pop up that playlist on fucking Spotify if that's real. Honestly, I'm gonna check if it's real as we speak, because that is actually kind of cool. Lo-Fi Dragon Ball, is that even a thing? Probably on YouTube it is. Lo-Fi Dragon Ball. No, it's not a thing. It's definitely not a thing. Oh, it is. Oh shit. It is. Okay, I might have to check that out after this. Yeah, that's a real thing. Holy shit, I didn't even get to the question. I was so caught up on the name. That's actually kind of a cool name. All right, let's see. Question is, I've listened to your podcast for a while now, and I like the engagement with the audience. Appreciate it. It's a good, consistent listener. I appreciate that shit. He's probably the one that's been viewing, being one of the consistent viewers, liking the video, liking the podcast, rating it 5 stars on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Amazon, Red Circle, Anchor, anything you could Google, like, wherever you're listening this podcast on. Rate it 5 stars, like it, share it, clip it, send it to somebody, whatever. And I'd like to know if you have a tolerance for girls who are loud. What does that mean exactly? I don't know what that means exactly. Girls who are loud? That's a very vague question. I don't know what that means. All right, I'm gonna have to break this down as best as possible. I'd like to know if you have a tolerance for girls who are loud. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what you mean by loud. If it's just tone of voice, like a lot of Dominican women or Puerto Rican or Cuban women just talk loud in general. They just have a different tone of voice. It's just higher than the average woman. It's not soft and mute or acute like a lot of other women where it's a little bit softer. They're more outspoken, and so it's like their voices carry a lot more. That doesn't annoy me. Like it's just something normal. Like it doesn't annoy me to like an extent or some shit like that. Like, it's just like they're just talking loud. Of course, I'm gonna be like, hey, you're talking a little bit loud. You know, they would correct themselves. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I've done it before. Like it's just natural for them. That's just how they talk. It's just nothing to hold against them or other women who actually just naturally talk loud. Now, if you're talking about loud as in they're just annoying loud, like if they're just if you're talking about ratchet loud, or are you talking about just women who don't shut the fuck up or some shit like that, where you're just talking and irritating everybody, not just men but also women included, where they're just annoying as fuck, clapping their hands and shit like that? Or like, is that what you're talking about? If you're talking about that, yeah, I have no tolerance for that. Like it's probably like that or none. Like, I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Like, is that what you mean? Hopefully I'm answering your question. Cause I don't know what you're talking about in terms of loud. Like, everybody who's gonna listen to this, like, I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna be where I'm at this. I don't know what you're talking about loud. I'm pretty sure he probably is talking about ratchet loud. I think he's talking about ratchet loud. No, I don't have tolerance for ratchet loud. I'll tell them to shut the fuck up, or not tell them to shut the fuck up, depending on who it is and where I'm at. Like, of course, I'm gonna read the situation and read the room correctly, because if they're just doing that, I'm going to move. I'm going to leave. I'm just gonna be like, okay, whatever I'm doing, it's probably not that important, and I'm gonna go. If it's somewhere I have to fucking be, I'm just going to tolerate it for as long as I can until either a security person or somebody who fucking works at the establishment tells them to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not gonna be the one to automatically do it. But if nobody fucking does it and they're just fucking going, yeah, I'm gonna fucking say something. Like, I'm very direct and very upfront, and I'm blunt. I'm gonna be like, yo, could you relax? Could you shut the fuck up? Like, you're way too loud. Like, you're just disturbing everybody's peace right now, especially mine. Like, goddamn, shut the fuck up. But no, if we were to put this in a different situation, say if it was somebody who's Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever it is, who just speaks loud, nah, I'm gonna just let them. That's just how they are. They just talk. Like, nah, it's a little bit different in terms of that. And you're able to tell the difference between somebody who's loud like that or somebody who is loud like that. Like, you're able to weigh them difference just by just either looking or just listening. Just listening is all you have to do. So hopefully I'm able to answer your question. So yeah, that's best of my abilities. That's where I could answer that shit. We're just gonna move on to the next question. And this question comes from Saucy girl, Susie girl, something like that. What kind of women do you like? Because it sounds like you hate women. I picked this one specifically on purpose because this one was definitely what I was talking about earlier, where I got clipped and taken out of context and shit like that and triggered the fuck out of somebody. This is what I was definitely waiting for, because I love this. Because you clearly weren't listening, or don't listen to any of the other podcasts, and fully didn't listen to the whole segments or segment and segments. Because I never once said I hate women. That's you're just in your fucking feelings about that. It's hilarious. Like, get out your fucking feelings. I fucking love women. I love pussy. I love vagina. I love boobs. I love ass. Like, come on now. Banned. I love all that shit. Like, I love women. So I have no idea why you are just in your feelings about that. And what kind of women do I love? Or like? I love and like all women. Of course, I like some more than others. That's just my preference. But I don't fucking hate women. I may hate yo ass, but that doesn't mean I hate all women. I may hate yo dumb ass. Specifically one motherfucking person, but I don't hate all women. Nah, that's fucking stupid. That's literally the definition of misogyny, the hatred or contempt for women. That's what misogyny means. Misandry is the hatred and contempt for men. It's the opposite of hatred of women. It's the hatred of men. And there's always open misandry and there's open misogyny in some places, but a lot of people misconstrued the two. And they use the word misogyny in the worst way possible without knowing what it means. And it's not even the correct. What the correct term you're probably thinking for is sexist. It's probably what you're looking for. And no, I'm not sexist either, because if you've listened to the previous fucking podcast, you would fucking know. If you take it that way, that's your fault. I don't care, because that's not what the fucking intent was. Because life is sexist. It's very sexist, and it's just, we just have to live with it. Of course, you could try to change some things, but overall, it's still just gonna be the way it is. So yeah, hopefully I destroyed your little argument and hurt your little ego again, so you could just comment again, and then we could just have another debate. Because you're just a fucking idiot. So yeah. And going from that, the next question comes from user the like Ryan, and this person said, I have a hard time staying committed to my goals. What advice would you give to help someone stay focused? Okay, this is a good one. This is definitely a fucking good one. It's a good one, and it's also a hard one because I have no idea what this person's goals are. I don't know if this is a guy, and I don't know if this is a girl, so I have no idea what this person's goals are. So I can't fully give you a direct advice on what you should do to help achieve your progress. So I could definitely give you general advice. In my opinion, the best abilities to give you on this question. To stay focused, honestly, you need to have a clear goal and you need to have a clear path. And what that means, and what I mean by that, you need to start from step 1, not worry about step 10. Actually have a pathway. You need to learn how to literally crawl before you could fucking sprint full speed ahead. You need to start from the bottom and then work your way up. Have an action plan. Write your goals down, write where you want to go, and then work your way down from that. Where would get you from here, the people you need, like finished product, what's underneath the finished product. So that could be the people you need to network with, or the money that you need to get, or the business plan you need to create, the product or whatever it is that you have, and then just literally just move down to the very bottom to end back to where you are and what you need to do. What's your first step and where you need to go? And to stay focused on that, you need to have drive. You need to have drive. You need to be ambitious. And to have that, you need to have a reason to want to be successful, because everybody wants to be successful, nobody wants to put the work in. Literally, that's a quote from fucking Kevin Hart, like literally one of his fucking little movies. Like, everybody wants to be successful, nobody wants to put the work in. And a bunch of people have said that before, because everybody just wants it handed to them on a silver platter, but that's not how it works. Like, comfort is the enemy of progress. If you're comfortable, you're not going to move. You're just going to stay still. You're just going to be content with where you're at. And the only way to move is you need to be uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, you're going to get moving. You're going to move out of that situation to make sure you could get back to being comfortable. But the thing is, when it comes to your goals, you need to be put into an uncomfortable situation. You need to be able to try something new. You need to actually go and do something. If you're somebody who's not, say if this is a goal, say if you're not what is like an introvert or an extrovert or whatever, you're an introvert where you're just like not talkative, you're not outgoing or anything like that, go fucking talk to people. Go up to, if you're out, go to a bar or something like that, not a library, but just go out and talk to people. Go to a fucking club or something, just to go speak to people. Go to Vegas, just go talk to every single fucking person that's walking by. Yeah, you're going to be extremely uncomfortable. At least it's going to get you out of your shell. At least it's gonna break that, so you're then able to present yourself in a way that is confident. So you have that drive to where you're just like, okay, I'm not afraid to go and risk putting myself out there by selling whatever it is I'm selling or doing whatever it is I'm doing. Say if you're working out, how do you fucking get that drive? Or if you're trying to get that goal to lose like 60 pounds or some shit like that, don't jump straight to those diets and shit like that, just because it's not really going to work entirely. You need to have a consistent plan in doing what you need to do by, slowly doing, like, go for walks, and then from the walks, maybe get some resistant weights or something like that, jog a little, do some jumping jacks, some push-ups, start light. Don't overload yourself, because when you overload yourself, you're going to not want to ever do that shit again. You're not going to want to continue it. You're just going to literally just fucking sit there. You're just gonna be like, yeah, I did it once, I tried it, and then I gave up. And that's not what you want to do. You want to slowly start somewhere. It doesn't matter where it's at, you gotta slowly start doing somewhere. You gotta do the research. There's plenty of resources. YouTube is the #1 resource to look something up on how to. Google is another resource. You gotta go to Google in order to get the fucking YouTube. TikTok is another how-to, like, even though like it's a a video platform, but there's plenty of little how-tos, there's plenty of little did you knows, or like little things that you may have not known. Like, there's a bunch of those. Like, even with Instagram, it's the same thing. You could use your social media platforms to your advantage to get to the goal you want, depending on what it is. I don't know what it might be, because I don't know what your goal is, so I can't really actually help you exactly on what it is. So hopefully I'm giving you the advice you need to be able to stay focused. Me personally, my biggest thing, I'm not trying to be broke. I'm not trying to be homeless. I don't like asking for help like that for other people when it comes to financial issues, mainly, specifically. Excuse me. That's my drive. That's me staying focused, because I'm not trying to be broke. I'm not trying to be homeless. I'm not trying to be a bum. That's like my work ethic is way higher than what a lot of other people's would be. I've moved up way further in the bracket, especially the financial bracket, just from everything that I'm doing. Like, I'm definitely in the top 10% of fucking people in the United States. Like, not many people could fucking say that in terms of financial things. Like, who else could fucking say that? Only the top 10%. Like, if you're trying to get to that, then you need to work harder. you need to, I mean, not just work fucking, well, yeah, you gotta work harder. You gotta start somewhere. Start from the bottom. Every fucking American loves a come up story. Starting from the bottom, now you hear it. That's literally a fucking song. It's Drake's, bro. Like, come on now. Like, there's a reason why success stories like that take off, when you literally have nothing, or you started from nothing and you literally make it. Because if you're able to do it right, your mindset will just change entirely, and you're going to want to have the people that have been there with you from the beginning succeed as well, to where you, because you've made it and you have that reach, you're going to bring them up with you. Of course, that's end goal type shit, but remember, you got to start back from the beginning. Yeah, adversity leads to success. That's really what I gotta say. Adversity leads to success. Comfort is the enemy of progress. And yeah, you must be uncomfortable in life in order to succeed in life. Those are the best 3 things I could give to you towards the end. But everything else, hopefully you're listening to this, hopefully you're going to take what I'm saying into an account and not just listen, because I'm pretty sure you've probably asked other people this exact same thing, friends, family, whatever it is, and you still haven't done anything about this. If it's going to be the exact same way with me, then why are you asking? If you're not going to do anything about it, if you're just looking for an answer, or you're trying to do a handout or some shit like that, that's not going to work. That's not how life works. If you're a man, especially if you're a fucking man, you need to fucking do this yourself. You need to fucking work. You need to have that drive, that aspiration, that ambition. You need to fucking have that shit. If you don't fucking have that shit, you're going to stay where you are now, or it's going to get worse. You don't want that. You don't want to have the situation get worse. I'm pretty sure from where you're talking right now, you're probably in a tight situation right now and you don't like it. So you're uncomfortable already. If you don't like where you're in, then get to where you can be comfortable. But then when you get to that point, keep fucking going, so you can make sure you don't have to fucking worry about shit. Keep putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Yeah, man, hopefully that's shit. Hopefully that's everything to get off my chest about that question. That was a good last question, honestly. I fuck with it. The like Ryan, hopefully you listen to this, and yeah, you take that advice. Yeah, so we're just gonna move on to the next section of the podcast. This shit is gaming, and this is the news that I was talking about earlier. When I woke up this morning, Xbox, Microsoft bought Activision, Blizzard, and King. Like, holy shit, that it was what, a 68 or 67.9 billion dollar acquisition. A little overpriced, but you know that it's huge. And Ubisoft Plus is also coming to Game Pass, which I think it's already on there. Yo, like, Game Pass is a fucking juggernaut at this point. I think I said this last podcast. It's even more so that, like, man, it's beyond strong. And I did like some like quick calculations on it or whatever it is. I saw a thing that 25 million users of Game Pass are now, like, people are using Game Pass, and I saw that, and it's $15 a month. And I'm like, yo, that's a lot of fucking, that's $370 million a month. And then you just times that by 12, that's $4.5 billion a year. Like, and Microsoft has, what was it, in 2019, I saw a thing, I believe it was in 2019, where it was valued at $2 trillion. They got money. They have fucking money. So Xbox Phil Spencer, he's actually going to be the CEO of Xbox Game Studios in 2023, I believe it was, or was it 2023? 2024 is when the period is where he is then going to be CEO of that part, and that man is working. It's a good thing that they did purchase Activision and Blizzard, King, whatever it is, because Activision and Blizzard have been in a hell of a fucking PR nightmare with the whole harassment allegations and stuff like that that's been going on in the studios and shit like that. With this company taking over, that shit ain't gonna fly, bro. Of course, Microsoft hasn't been ironclad as well, but it's been a lot less than what that is, and they take it seriously. If there's like a real situation, like they'll do the investigation on that shit, and like you'll be out, like you'll be done in that industry, and that's not what people want. Especially if you're good, like it's just bad things. Like you don't want that shit, so make sure you like literally don't do that shit. Act correct, man. You're in an industry where there's men and women. Like act fucking correct. That's what you need to do, man. Especially in the gaming industry, it's big, it's growing, it's insane. And then the news of Sony relaunching for PS4s because they can't keep up with the PS5 supply chain. Like, my nigga, like what? That's terrible. That is fucking terrible. You're better off getting a Series S. There's way more available. Why would you go back a generation? Especially, and that's PS4s, not PS4 Pro, even though that's barely a little bit better. Y'all getting PS4? Man, that's terrible. Sony's already climbing for shit. It's already climbing for sure. And then what was I about to say? Shit, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Sony, like, at this point, they need to try to like get something from either Nintendo or whatever it is, because it's not looking good. Or just start dropping exclusives on PC as well, because God of War is looking amazing. If anybody's already seen it, God of War is already looking amazing on PC. So if they just do that, hey, they got PC and PlayStation, that's what it is. But now Xbox is just growing, and they're going to do another fucking purchase. They're going to do like another one. They said that they're not gonna stop. It doesn't end there. Like, this shit's crazy, man. Xbox it's a force to be reckoned with. And I say in about between 2 to 5 years, Xbox is going to be the place to be. And if you don't have one, or even a PC, because what comes on Xbox is on PC, it's Microsoft. If you don't have it, either one, gaming PC or an Xbox, it's just like, dog, you literally missing out on like great shit, because Game Pass is bruh. Man, Game Pass is something else. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about the gaming section, because next section we moving on to, and I would say last section, because I forgot to write down any movies, is the anime. Yeah, it's the anime, bro. And first one we talking about is of course Attack on Titan, man. Attack on motherfucking Titan. Final season, part 2. Latest 2 episodes. I don't think I talked about the last. Did I talk about the last episode? No, I didn't. I don't remember. I don't think it was out during the last podcast, but last 2 episodes, the latest 2 episodes have been pretty much, it's still just going. It's still going up. It's still great. Just the animation, just fucking everything. If you have not watched it at this point, I don't know what to say to you. It's just, you just missing out on just greatness. Yeah, you just literally missing out on greatness. And I don't know, there's just that there was definitely especially the last episode that just dropped, Sneak Attack or whatever it was. I think it was called Sneak Attack, because it was Judgment and Sneak Attack. There is definitely one strong ass meme that came out of that last episode. Is that nigga Yelena, or I think that's how you pronounce her name, Yelena, whatever it is. I don't care. Like, I don't care if you anime motherfuckers. Like, of course I'm big. I don't really care for pronouncing these motherfuckers' names correctly all the time. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. Right now, I don't really care. So hate me, love me, I don't care. Like, rate this shit 5 stars, bitch. Yeah, she turned around, bro, and was looking at this man like on some like, yo, I'ma kill you. What you talking about? Like, yo, it frightened me too. I was like, yo, oh my god. She looked at Armin like, the fuck you talking about, little nigga? Like, you better correct. And then she's just real cool. He's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna need you to go help him out. Like, but that shit was on some other shit, bro. That face, I'm if you're watching the video version of the podcast, I'm gonna definitely put that shit in the fucking video version of the podcast. That face was fucking hilarious. It was great. It was great. And the next show is Demon Slayer. Motherfucking Demon Slayer. That entertainment art, dude, this shit has been #1 since the new year, bro. Like, #2 of course has been Attack on Titan, but the entertainment district has been #1, and I give it its #1. Honestly, this shit has turned the fuck up, pun intended, bro. Tanjiro, my nigga, literally oh my god, that sun breathing, oh my god. Oh my god. And then Nezuko's demon form, oh my god. Yo, she maxed that bitch out, bro. She destroyed her, man. Man, even Tanjiro, when he got serious, oh, it was over. It was over. This man hit like a whole new threshold of power. It was insane. He fucked her up. And then Nezuko too, when she got in the game, bro, she destroyed her ass. It didn't matter what the fuck she was on. She got destroyed. And then when the fucking the Hashira came up, Nick, I didn't even, yo, it was so fast. I didn't even know, because I didn't see it. I thought he just showed up and that was it. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody didn't see it. Well, people who read the manga, whatever it is, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about people who are strictly anime watchers. We didn't see this nigga slice her head off at all. And when her head got sliced and was just in her lap, and he's like, you're just too weak. Like, you're not an upper 6 demon. You're just too weak. Like, why is your head in your fucking hands? It's in your lap. Like, what are you talking about? And then, like, she didn't die. Like, she still was going. Usually when their head's cut off, you're done. You're dead. Like, you're just slowly disintegrate. Never didn't disappear. And the whole time I'm like, why is she still going? And then her brother emerges out of her fucking like skin or something like that. He was like inside her or some shit. This nigga, that dude was the real upper 6 demon. And as to why she didn't die, he was the one that kept her alive. This dude on a whole nother fucking level, bro. The Hashira, like, he almost died twice. He was just like, yeah, you were able to block that. I could see you're pretty fast and you're quick. And he even knew, he's like, oh man, this dude's like something else. This dude, man, the animation on this shit was fire, bro. Straight fire on this fight, bro. It is insane. And freaking the other two, I forgot the names. They finally showed up. I'm gonna probably get ridiculed by my boy Olympius. He gonna listen. He's like, bro, how do you not know Zenitsu and fucking dude with the wolf mask? I completely fucking, it's gonna come to me. It's gonna fucking come to me. I got one of them, but I forgot the other one. Oh, it's gonna come to me. He's gonna be like, how do you not fucking remember their names? It's like, bro, they slip my mind all the fucking time. Just like fucking Wong back in when I was talking about Avengers or the Spider-Man movie. I forgot about Wong's name, but you know, just like it just slips my mind. It happens. Judge me all you want, I don't care. But yeah, dude, they finally showed up, and this next episode, shit is about to get real. He's the true upper 6 demon. We are actually going to see the power. I mean, we already see the power of what this dude is able to do. Like the sister, she ain't really all that. She's strong, but really ain't all that. Especially to the Hashira. She's weak. Like, he easily decapitated her like it was nothing. But this dude, the brother, ooh, he's some real shit. But what was I wanted to talk about something else. There was another anime that was coming out that I completely forgot about. I don't know, it's probably World's Strongest. No, from Commonplace to World's Strongest. That one that finally came out. That looks like it's about to turn up and become good. I like that. And then there was another one I completely forgot. 86 already ended. That's still good as always. Still would always recommend that. Can't wait for the next part. But yeah, that's really all I got on my my list for what to talk about on this episode. Pretty much same duration as the last episode, about 40 something minutes. Not too bad. So, you know, quick little episode. If you like what you heard, leave a comment, rate the shit 5 stars, like the video on YouTube, video version. If you'd like to hear more questions or rebuttal of the questions or anything I liked, or even just want to ask a question, because I've been getting a bunch of them, I just take pretty much the best of them and then put them into the podcast for you guys to hear, and for me to give my opinion on. And if you like that, you can go ahead and message me on Instagram. My DMs are open, so you can go ahead. Instagram and Twitter at theprojectvega. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video as well. If you're listening to this on Anchor or Spotify, especially on Anchor, I know you're able to send in a voice message on Anchor. So if you want to hear, send in a voice message, what I'll do is play it live during the podcast so that people will be able to hear not only your voice, but I would also be able to, play it and, you know, just kind of just go off that as like a live reaction type of thing. So yeah, that's really all I got. Thank you guys all for listening. Thank you guys also for the support. The past 4 episodes have been blowing up. Keep doing what y'all doing. Like it, rate it 5 stars, sharing the videos, getting it out there, clip it for all you want, and send it so it goes viral, whatever it is, to get more listeners, because that moves me up the algorithm and makes me be able to bring out more shows. And I will catch y'all on the next episode. Deuces.